Okay, welcome everyone. Hope your day so far has been a good one, and your week so far, right? It's hump day. It's Wednesday. What we were going to talk about today is following up from last month's presentation that Jessica did, giving us some social media tips and must-dos. And I guess my question is, did you do them? And what were your results? So did you try anything new on social media that got you some new action?
We started doing the same 3 days every week.
Okay.
And I haven't done the breakdown, but it seems like our videos are getting a little more views, and we're getting more views in general.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's great. Matilda, did you try anything? Or Linda, did you try anything?
Yeah, yeah, I try. I like a lot the videos. I have a person that helped me a little bit with that. So I took the tips from the last meeting.
Yeah.
We make a videos and more or less more videos than photos 3 times a week. Like we have like a schedule that in which times is better here in Argentina. Some some for example, I have in an exhibition in New York, so I make a video. We put it in my Instagram for the last week, and it was really good. And also, I make another video that it's really good. I don't know in United States, but here in Argentina, all the people love when you paint something and you make a demonstration in a video, in a reel. So it was, I don't know, it was viral. It was like, and it was a good tip from the last meeting about that to make it like at least 3 times in the week. So the second video that we published, that we put it in Instagram, it was painting, like the paintings I already done it in a Spectrum Miami, and it was like 12,000 people watching.
That's
And even
fabulous.
the people, yeah, and even the people, the person that helped me here in Argentina, we said community, community, but I think in United States it's another word, I don't remember now. Like the person help you in Instagram. I don't know how to say it in English. That
A consultant?
Yes,
Yeah.
a consultant. So even she was surprised. So we
Great.
make a mix, like, all the information that you give me with the information that we have. And I was really surprised because 12,000 people, I have 22,000 in my Instagram. So it was at least um, the middle, but also it was new followers because of that. So it was really good meeting the last,
Good. Yay.
So
That's
thank you a
terrific.
lot, Linda.
Yeah, thank you, Jessica. She's the whiz, man. I got to tell you. Um, Linda, how about you? Did you try anything new on social?
Unfortunately, no. I already post 2 or 3 times a week,
Okay.
but I haven't tried doing particular videos or anything particularly new. I've been in the middle of getting my husband back from Arizona to Montana, so a little preoccupied.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Everything's good?
everything's fine.
Okay, good.
So thank you. But congratulations to Matilda. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Thank you, Linda. Linda too. I'm going to say sorry. I'm going to say Linda too because my first Linda was Melinda Mariano.
Right.
But
I
thank
get
you.
it.
It was really, you should try when you have time. But I mean, we were doing a lot of work and a lot of years with this person that helped me. But sometimes when you try another different, it make a good impact, you know. And also I have a good community that I really like,
Right.
a community that I have in Miami. Just for a few years that I was in Spectrum Miami, in New York, because Art Expo New York. And I have the gallery there in New York that sometimes I do a little bit, but I prefer the first, you know. So it's good when you find some tips. So when you have time, you are going to do it, and it will be great. I
Yeah.
hope so.
I think anytime you can kind of shake up what you do on social media, because people
Yeah, the
get
thing
used to
is,
seeing a certain type of thing. And if
yeah.
you, me included, and I haven't done it, but if you just shake it up a little bit with a live video or something like that, it um, attracts more attention.
Yeah, and the thing is, Instagram change all the time the algorithm. I don't know in English, algoritmo. I don't know how to say in English, but all the time Instagram change it. And TikTok, I don't know if you in United States you use it, but here TikTok it's also you should use it, but it's too difficult TikTok for us in Argentina to find how to work with that. So with Instagram it's okay. It was really good.
Well,
Thank
and
you,
I think
Linda.
that kind of brings me to it's like a really good segue right into what I want to talk about. You know, I recently read an article, and what it was really talking about was stepping out of your norm, doing something. Let me turn that. Doing something that scares you, or something that you've been hesitant to do because maybe it's new or it's different or you don't know how. And so it's like this roadblock, right? But how do you, put on your wings and fly, and just make up your mind to do it, to figure it out, and take a chance, take a risk. And certainly every time, each one of you step up to a blank canvas, a blank, piece of clay, a new photo journey. It might be some place that you have, like for Linda, some place that you've thought about going, but you're not really sure what you're gonna get when you get there. Um, the same for Mary Lynn and Rennie. So what's the photograph? What is, what's the combination permutation? But how do you step beyond what you usually do to something that is new? Have you, so I guess that's the question. Have you done something recently that is different, or is there something that you've wanted to do but you haven't? And that really is, I think, the challenge. Here we are at the brink of summer. It's a little bit of an in between time, not entirely, especially not if you're doing Art Santa Fe or one of the other summer art festivals and shows. But how do you step beyond and try something new? Anybody got something new they're going to do? Nobody. Nobody's
Well,
doing something new. You
maybe
guys.
me, maybe me, but I don't want to talk a lot. I want to hear other persons. But it's not about Instagram. It's more about my artwork.
Yes, on the Instagram.
I didn't. I don't know if I understand. Okay, the question.
Yeah.
Well, and
What
and
So
certainly that.
Linda, are you asking about more about like anything new with the art or anything new with
It doesn't
The
matter.
business in general.
Business in
Okay,
general.
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
doing something new.
Yeah, what are you doing new, Eric?
Hi,
A
Eric.
a show in Chicago.
There you go.
Me too, also.
Yeah.
I am
Exactly.
considering
We're
Chicago.
starting to talk. Oh, sorry, Linda, go ahead.
I said, I am considering Chicago.
Good. You should consider Chicago heavily.
You can come stay with us.
Okay.
We'll get a bigger room.
Yeah.
Chicago's wonderful, but I won't wax eloquently about that right now. We're actually talking about, well, we're talking a lot about Chicago, and we're still curating that a bit, but we've been looking at doing different things with our art a little bit, doing different sort of we're focusing a little bit differently. We're starting with some smaller pieces to see how those go. We're working with some horizontal images. We're working with a multi-tree image that we haven't done before. So we're starting to mix that up and starting to talk about what comes next, which requires some photography. So we are
You
thinking
should,
ahead, but mostly right now we're thinking about just finishing curating Chicago.
yeah, and you should be producing different price point work, smaller
Oh
pieces.
no, we've got a ton of
Yeah.
That's pretty much what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Is making different sizes, but also
Yeah.
thinking just about directionally where we want the art to go.
When I started, when I was selling art in a gallery for 11 years, I had right when I started, I had a guy come in. He had hair like Peter Frampton, but it was dark. He looked like Brian May from Queen, and his name was Mark Guidici. I'll never forget this. And he was really interested in an artist we had called Yamagata, who was,
Oh.
Our company was doing 50 million a year, and Yamagata was responsible for $25 million of art sales a year. I'm not kidding, $25 million a year. And Yamagata, Hiro, Hiro, Yamagata, you can Google him. He was very popular, and he was really interested in Yamagata, and I spent a lot of time educating him. Over the course of a year, he probably came in 10 times, and he decided to buy something finally. And he bought a $175 poster. Right? Signed poster from Yamagata. And I was like, okay, it's just the beginning, Eric. Stick with your plan, because my plan was, if I'm educating people and I'm helping them and they decide to buy art, they're going to come back to me. And he ended up, long story short, he did. And he ended up buying 4 or 5 pieces at $4,000 each. And eventually I made, $2,500 commission off of him, but it took me,
It took a while.
It took a while. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's the same thing, you guys. You get somebody to buy a smaller piece at 500, and now you have a place in there. I will tell you guys that the little cactus that you gave me, that's probably 6 inches high or 8 inches high and 4 inches wide. I have a restroom in my office, and every time I go in to use the restroom, I see your cactus. It fits perfectly above in the one spare, or one of our bathrooms here in the house. And my brother-in-law years ago had always told me, the most important pieces in your house are in the bathroom, because every time somebody goes in there, they notice them.
Believe it or not, the reason we started making those was just because we did a small piece for our bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we should make more of these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good.
Because they're for niches.
It's for small spaces.
Yeah, it's for small spaces.
Exactly. And then you get into somebody, they're a collector, and you've got their address and their email, and you send them pictures of your new pieces, and that's the way you establish yourself and start a network and continue selling work. So I totally believe in the smaller price point pieces. And I would put them all together on one wall when you show up in Chicago. Don't spread them out across the booth. Put the small ones all together. Because then somebody goes over to
Yeah.
one side, and if that's their price point, they're going to find all the ones they want to shop for right there. So,
Well, I like a lot to do like bigger, but I sold a lot little ones here in Argentina in a fair that it's here in August, and they were little ones, and the person put in two bathrooms because she
yeah.
has two bathrooms, and she sent me pictures, and she has like four of my paintings in one bathroom and four in the other
Yeah.
restroom,
Yeah.
and I sold a lot. It was like it was crazy, and it was the worst day to solve because it is the first day in the fair that is really quiet, you know. And all my neighbors said, "Why she's?" My neighbors that didn't understand. I said, I told them that I put little pieces and the biggest one that I like, but it is a really good tip, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of my
so for
favorite stories.
Chicago, mm,
Yeah, one of my favorite stories is, and some of you know, Kate Taylor, who does some of our shows, and she does her booth, and there's always, this oh my God piece, large, on the back wall of the booth, and then right below it are this whole string of what she calls her littles. And I'll never forget, somebody walked in on opening night and said, I want that. And she thought they wanted the big piece. And they said, no, I want that, the whole wall exactly like that. So, when Eric's right, when you put all those small pieces together, it makes a statement. So it's kind of like what you're saying, Matilda, where someone bought like 8 of these small pieces and put 4 of them together. I've actually got some pieces that I bought exactly like that at one of our fairs, and they hang on the entry wall all together as though they were all one piece, right?
That's what happened to us in New York. We had, we do a diamond shape with the small ovals, and somebody texted us on Sunday and said, "Are the top 6 still available?" And he wanted them in that configuration, which was a 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
and it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's certainly something to think about. So so Amy sent in some questions in advance, and Amy, I'm going to ask this question because there's a pro here that can really answer them, and it's Rennie and Mary Lynn. How do you ship things cost effectively? And I know they're pros because we've talked about it before. So take it away,
Take it away, Rennie.
Rennie and Mary.
I'm just about to build my second crate. So last year we built a crate because once you get it to the show, Redwood will then ship it from show to show to show for free.
And that makes it seriously cost
That makes
effective.
it seriously. And now that they're going to Chicago, we have already decided that's going to be where it'll come home from Santa Fe. It'll get shipped to Chicago with the New Year's shows. And that way it'll travel. And, if you need to change things out, last year we shipped a piece down luckily her dad lives in Florida, and we shipped a piece down to Florida and just popped it in the crate. And, if we needed to pop something out, we could ship it home. But if you live close enough to one of the venues, you can just refill. And that's pretty much what we'll plan to do is refill. So it's awesome. And building a crate isn't hard. I can walk you through it. It's really pretty easy, especially since you can go to any of the big home stores and they'll cut the wood for you. All you have to do is put it together.
I'm so excited to have found this call. I'm kind of new on the block with the calls, but I met several of you at Art Santa Fe, and so I'm heavy glass, as far as sculptures, and so I didn't know if I'd be able to do that or not. But so you got them to one show. Is that where if you're not going sequentially to every show, you're still able to do that or not? Okay.
That would be,
You're still able to do, we just keep it in storage. So like
Perfect.
if you did,
That's
if
great.
you did Santa Fe, okay, and then you were gonna do Miami, but you weren't doing Chicago, then we just keep it in the storage and have it there
Perfect.
for Miami and get it to Miami.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I was signed up to do Chicago, so excited about it. And then my grandbaby decided he's going to be born that weekend. So I'm like,
Oh,
okay. So I told Mark, I've always wanted to do New York, but I was really worried about the price point. But I am officially signed up for New York, and then I'm going to
okay.
try to do Chicago next year. But I'd love to hear you all, anything you have to say about New York. I really don't know what hotel to stay at. I don't know if we bring a trailer, is it going to be safe there? All those things. So,
Well, and there is very limited parking adjacent to the Pier 36 building. And it's New York. So I'm always hesitant to say it'll be fine there.
right.
But
Is that something that if I live, to where I go to Santa Fe, I had a show in Albuquerque a couple months ago or a month ago. If I could get it to Santa Fe, is there any chance that it can then go to New York? Of course, that's a long way off to that. I can't do that at this show anyway. I'm trying to just think through it. My husband's nervous about not bringing a trailer because of all the stuff we have as far as podium, like we have pedestals. And with the glass being heavy, it's kind of hard to do without it. So I'm trying to figure out how we logistically could make it work and not have to bring the big trailer.
Where do you live, Amy?
I'm in Northwest Arkansas.
I went to Hot Springs.
Yeah, not very far. I'm in Bentonville, Rogers, so right there in Walmart country.
Yeah.
That's where you need to do a show.
New York would be your first show?
Yes, because of the baby.
yeah. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to do Santa Fe again. I really didn't sell. That was my first. Well, I had been with, I'd done Miami through a gallery. So, I'm super excited and really wanting to be solid on Chicago and New York. And then if I can add more, gosh, I'd love to. So,
Chicago would be a great market for you. The SOFA show used to be there, Sculpture, Objects, and Functional
yes.
Art. My friend Tim owns that show. He still owns it today, Tim Van Gaal, but he hasn't produced it in years. It used to take place at Navy Pier, a spectacular show. But
I
yeah,
brought paintings and sculpture to Santa Fe, but I didn't know if I should just stick with just sculpture at New York.
well, it's up to you. I mean, New York has a big crowd like Miami. Santa Fe is our smallest show, and
Right.
we have 2,800, 3,000 people go through there, and we have 25,000 in New York and 35,000 plus in Miami. So they're completely different type of events. My daughter has a due date of May 25th for her baby.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to be induced. And I thought of all weekends, because I was super excited about Chicago, but this is probably my last grandbaby to be born. So I can't miss it.
You got to be there.
Yeah.
That's right.
you got to be there.
I got to be there. So, but I definitely want to go ahead. I told Mark after the show's over in Chicago, I want to go ahead and sign up for next year.
Yeah.
And I'd love to figure out a way to not have to bring that trailer, but I just don't know how to do it quite yet. As far as the crates, does everything have to fit in one crate, or how does that?
You can have as many crates as you'd like, from what I've heard. We're having to build a second because we can't fit everything into one now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we like to switch our shows out a bit. So
I'd love to talk to y'all about how to do that, because I've seen that done, but I saw you in the crate.
Yeah.
yeah, I kind of jump in to keep it flush. So yeah.
So the way the program works is, as long as you're signed up for a future event and you have a 30% deposit, we're happy to take your freight back to our warehouse in Ohio and store the work. It's not a working warehouse, it's a dark warehouse. So the door opens, we unload all of our walls and truss and lighting and store it in the warehouse along with, mini crates of art that are there. You sign a document that indemnifies us for any damages or anything that happens to the artwork, period. So if the truck rolls over and all the art is destroyed, we're not responsible. It's, and the reason for that is it's usually primary work. Primary work is work that you're making yourself. It's not secondary work on the secondary market. So we're not putting Warhols in there or Gerhard Richters or Rauschenbergs or anything of super importance and valuable work. I wouldn't do that because I don't want to be responsible for that, and my insurance company would freak out. So, that's kind of the way it works, and we've been doing it for 10 years and with great success, and we've probably saved, I couldn't tell you how much money. I wish I had the number, but I would say, $250,000 to $500,000 for artists and shipping over the course of that time, if not more.
That makes me want to do Santa Fe. Of course, some of the pieces that I need to go to Chicago won't be ready by then. But temperature wise, is there something to that as far as does it get hot?
It gets hot and cold. It's in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah. We've never had anybody complain when they've opened a crate and said, my work is frozen or my work is melted.
So
Yeah, we work in
wax.
That's what I
right?
thought. That's
So
what
it's been perfect.
Yeah, nothing is melted.
Nothing is melted, nothing is cracked, nothing is frozen. I mean,
wow.
I remember when we went from San Diego last year to Miami and opened the crate and went, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
And then it went to New York and it was, oh, thank God. And then I built a better crate and I insulated it. And that's it.
That's
It's been fine.
amazing. I thought you were in caustic. I was like, how is
Yeah.
that working? Well, if
And
you're
it's been
fine, I
fine.
should be
It's
fine.
not
Yeah.
sticky. It's nothing, but I did insulate in and out.
Your glass will be fine.
Your glass will be just
It's not
fine.
an issue.
Yep.
If we're good, you're absolutely
Yeah,
fine.
That's right.
I just want to do a little more padding. We can. If you get a hold of me, I'm happy to. I'll put our email in
That's
the
wonderful.
chat, and we can walk you through it.
I'm so happy to have found this call. I mean, Linda saw my email, was like, oh. So I want to be uber prepared for New York. I want to be able to, does anybody have anything to say about that show? I know it's got to be fabulous.
Go
New
ahead,
York?
Trey.
People know art there.
Yeah.
Oh, New
it's
York is
huge.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I really like it. It was a pity that this year I couldn't go, but also it's good because of the communication about the fair, Oh, there are a lot of galleries that go to your booth. You sell, but the only thing I don't like the weather, but we can do nothing about that.
Is there
Because
some kind of
it's
union
April,
cost or
it's
labor cost that you do? Did I see something about that you pay somebody that there's I can't.
About what?
Seems like I saw something about New York that there was some kind of union cost or something that you pay. No? Good.
No, no.
You mean you?
Miami is a scene, and it's very busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're almost it's weird. We're almost busier in New York. I mean, people really come in and want to have long conversations with you about your art and not just other artists. I mean, they come in and when they get interested, they sit there, they look at it, they talk to you, they come back around. We have that happen in Miami too, but not. It's like, I think Miami is so big and they have so much to see.
So many venues.
And so many venues to see.
Yeah.
It's weird. The people who bought from us have come in, beelined on a piece, taken a picture of us and gotten a hold of us.
Wonderful.
They do chat, but in New York, they really sit, they chat, they talk to you, they come back around. We had some guy in our booth 3 times taking photos. First time he looked, second time he looked, kind of walked in the booth and looked. And the third time he came in and started taking photos. And I know that he was looking for someone. And
That's great.
Someone else.
somebody else. So they really are there to find and buy art.
That's great.
It's a great show.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
And also, I think in New York, I don't know if you really think the same, but in New York, the people know more about art
Yeah,
than
they know art there in New York.
than
Yeah,
in Miami. In Miami, it's more fashion art,
it is a scene.
more.
Yes.
I
So
saw a girl with a tail.
Oh
I
yeah.
love,
It's a.
I really love New York because of that. I love Manhattan. I
Yeah.
live in Buenos Aires, so it's a big city. So New York, it was like 20 years that I wasn't there, and it was beautiful. Everything, and the people. It's not about because Linda or Eric is here, but Linda and Mira are the best for me. Sorry,
Yeah.
Eric,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
I
that's
we
great.
didn't talk too
agree.
much. But they were really amazing. It was a long time that I wasn't in New York, and it was the last year. And this year, all the people say that it was even better. So New York, I really like it a lot. It's
Well,
really
and
nice.
this is
The
what's
people
so great
know
about,
art.
yeah, to
Mhm.
have this call and to get to know you all better. It's like this is so exciting to be able to, and the shipping thing is really interesting to me because that's my husband's a pediatrician. He's the
Oh, yeah.
only, physician in his clinic. So getting time off to drive up there,
Yeah.
that's why
Well,
New York
Just
was
ship it.
another.
just
So
ship it.
all of you all are flying in, is that
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
So also the other thing about New York, we have made better connections in New York
Mhm.
than anywhere. We've connected with the Agora Gallery, and they're going to take some of our pieces to the Affordable Art Fair. And that's been a relationship for the last year. But we see them in Miami, we see them in New York, so we see
Great.
them a couple times a year. But also this year, they brought over their friend from the Muisca Gallery, and Mary Lynn's going to Paris in 2.5 weeks,
All that.
taking 4 of our small pieces. And they were waiting to see how the first show goes, but they invited us for any of 3 shows. But the two of the shows fit our work better. We're going to see how the first show goes and then decide on the third when they're there. But they chose their 4 pieces, and she's taking 4 more with her.
Mhm.
That's what I mean.
So
I've
that was a
always
great
wanted to,
connection to make for us.
right.
Yeah.
I've always
Yeah.
wanted to exhibit in New York, and it's also helpful to know what galleries are sound and which you need to stay
Yeah.
away from, because they're not all
Yeah.
created the same.
And the good thing that Rennie said about the connection,
Mhm.
when I was in New York, a gallery picked up me, and it was good because it wasn't a gallery that go to every booth because that it's not
Right.
serious.
Right.
And this gallery connect with me and they offer me something, and I was in the Museum of Egypt, not me, my artwork. But it was really good because a museum, we love museum also. So New York, it's really good connected, and you can sell, and it's really good. I hope Chicago is the same because it's my first time in Chicago. I have never been in Chicago, but I am so excited to go there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to give everybody just one tip. Okay. If you're in Chicago and you do not make it to the Art Institute, shame on you. Make time to go to the Art Institute.
Yeah.
We were like, no, we got to be down on this day because we got to get the show up and that we have to go to the Art Institute. I think they're closed Tuesday or Wednesday, so make sure you know which day they're closed.
Great museum.
That's a great tip, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's so much. Chicago is very much like New York in terms of there's a lot to see and do. There's great museums. There's amazing food. And actually, some of that is just right outside the door of the merchandise mart. Some of that is in the merchandise mart. So yeah, it's a great location. It's very central to a lot of what's happening in Chicago. Okay, you guys. So here's the challenge for the month ahead is step out and do something that you're hesitant to do, something that scares you, something that you don't know how to do, but make a commitment to yourself and to your business to get it done. And then next month you can come back and report on it. We want another report. We don't want another report like Matilda's, where she got
I will not be here.
12,000 views.
I think I will not be here because I will go to Venice,
Okay.
to Venezia, Roma, and Madrid. I will have an exhibition in Venezia, but I will tell you by mail, India.
Okay. Good deal.
I have a new challenge, I am painting men's. I all the time paint women's, and now I'm painting more, not more, just try to make it better men's, like with the movement of the water. You know that I paint about the water, everything.
Right.
Figurative and abstract about the water. So I am in this moment in that, to make
I'm going to
something
be
new.
in Venice too for next month, Linda.
Yeah.
We're all going to be there.
Well, not all of us.
Well, I'll be running this from there.
Okay, there you are. You can give us some highlights.
Yeah, where were you going to be, Matilda?
It's I will go on vacations, but I have also an exhibition in Venezia, in Venice, in Italy, but it's only 3 days. So I go on vacation and then I go also to the exhibition.
Nice.
But it's more holidays. It's 12 days, more or less. And also we go because of the work of my
26 intensive
my
minutes.
boyfriend in Madrid also. So we make a mix like always.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. Have a great month ahead. If you need anything, you know where we are. Just reach out. And Amy, if you have more questions, absolutely reach out. And we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Great.
Be
Have a
well.
nice